All right, welcome back to another episode of Everything in My House is Breaking and I've got to fix it. So today we're working on the oven. The lower oven, I've got two, top, bottom. The lower one doesn't want to heat up past like 200 degrees or even, I don't think it's even that much. So I think it's one of two things. It's either the temperature sensor or the heating elements. So we're going to get at it. I think the heating elements are the cheaper, so I'm going to take those off and see what the contacts look like. And you can come along with me on that. All right. So we're going to go ahead and check, first of all, the heating elements. So what I did is I went and turned the oven on to 350 degrees, gave it a minute or so to start heating up. And now we're going to get in and check and see if we can see, I can't see any of them heating up, but we're gonna come in here and see the top, that's getting warm. The bottom is not. So the bottom's not warm. Top, I'm not touching it. I can already feel that it's warm. So that tells me right now, it's that bottom element, I think, is what's giving me problems. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn the oven off before it all gets too hot. And then I have to wait for a while for it to turn down. So I think it's the bottom element that's gone bad. So I'm gonna go ahead and take it off, and we'll check the continuity of it and see if that's kind of double check that one. So follow with me to see how you take it off. It's pretty easy. Just got two screws in the back there, and the whole thing pulls out. So let me go get the screwdriver, and I'll be back. Okay. So in the back, some of these are in the middle, mine's on the side. Yeah, these two screws, Phillips head screws, gotta undo them. It's nice and easy. There's one screw, put it up on the stove so I don't lose it. And second screw is done there. Now this whole thing pulls out nice and easy, but I don't want to be careful I don't rip stuff out of the back. It out nice and simple. Get to the connectors. Okay, here we go. Now I'm gonna show you what it looks like here. All right. So we just have these two connectors that it's connected onto. I'll just get my screwdriver and I'll just pop those off. Maybe I'll just pull them off. I'm not sure. It depends on how tight they are. But just don't want to rip all that out of the back of the oven there, because you want to be able to nice and easily just put it back in. So now I'm gonna get back in here and show you kind of what I did. I undid this. All the other videos you watch, they're like, oh, you just pull it off, and really you do, but it wasn't. So you got this little piece, put this up here, that hooks on to that, and you just pull it off. I needed some pliers to pull mine. It was a little more stuck, but it came pretty easy once I was not afraid of breaking it. But that's the big thing, is you don't want to break those wires in the back, so you got a whole nother problem on your hands. But I just grabbed onto them up close to the wire and pulled back, and they came pretty easily. So now we got the old heating element out. So we're going to check the continuity of this now. All right, so you're being held up by my toaster. One of these days I'll not be cheap and I'll get something to hold my phone. So first of all, I got my multimeter here. So I got my multimeter, and we're going to check the continuity. So we've got it in where it's going to give me the audio for the continuity. And what we do is really to making sure that a continuous electrical or a continuous charge is going all the way through back around to itself. So I've got this on the audio, so it'll give me a little tone if it does. So you can hear that. Okay, so we're just gonna put one end here and one end here, and see if we've got continuity on this one. Nothing. So we know there's somewhere in here there's a break. Okay, so this heating element has gone bad. So now we got to get a new one and put it in, and easy enough. It's just going to go down into the and hook up the same way the old one did. Really simple job. Really simple way to test if this thing was good or bad. But we knew it was bad because it wasn't heating up too. But this way we know it was this. It was the heating element here and not something with the electrical down in the back of the oven. So we'll get the new one and we'll put it in. So just went to the store and got the new heating element. Cost a whopping $36 with tax. So this is not an expensive project to do yourself. I mean, if you hired a guy to come over and do it, it's probably gonna cost you 100 some odd bucks. All in all, so far it's pretty easy. So I'm just gonna show you now what it should do with a good heating element and how I'm pretty sure now that the old one was bad. So let me flip the camera around. All right, so here's the new one. And I got my multimeter hooked up. First lead on and see, lets off the noise. So that's where I'm pretty sure this was the issue. Got this new one. We're gonna go ahead and put it in the oven and get this project finished up. I don't know how much this is actually gonna be able to show, but we'll put the camera anyway. Get back in here. This is the fun part. One on the left just slides in. Of course, the part's in the way from what you can see. I'll get the camera here so you can see this other one go on. All right, let's see. You don't want to look at me right now. All right. Well, I guess I accidentally bumped the power off switch on the when I was showing you how to plug it in, but they just screw right in, or they just push right on. Really, really simple. Okay, so I got my screws here. We're just gonna go ahead and screw it back and we'll have this project done. Get the screw in the hole. One screw done. There's the hole. Two screws up. And that's it. Project complete. All right, project complete. This was not an issue. I mean, as projects go, this was maybe I'll go with 3 out of 10 instead of 2 out of 10, just because I was a little worried about breaking the wires off when I was pulling them. But if I had really just done it before, it was literally just pull them off. Super easy, super fast. If I hadn't had to go get the part, it would have been done in less than 10 minutes. So definitely not worth going and getting a repair guy. The hardest part was my old butt climbing into the oven and trying not to like put weight on this door that was down and break the door. That was the hardest part. So I've gone ahead now and I turned the oven back on just to check to see how it's doing. I'll open it up. Oh, look, look, it's red. It's working it. I just fixed my oven. So the big thing here is I can't let my wife know how easy this was to fix, because we've gone way too long without a main oven. I mean, if we had this little top one, for the most part, you can't use it on a lot of things because whatever you're cooking is too close to the heating element. So I can't let my wife know that we've gone almost, it might have been a year. No, I think it's, yeah, maybe it's been close to a year without an oven when it really was this easy to fix. So don't let her know. But that said, this was a good project. Like and subscribe. Check out my other videos.